welcome back to another episode of Insight into Independence. Today I'm joined here with Mr. Sam Margoles, our Regional Sales Director. Thank you so much for being here and welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, of course. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm so happy you made it out here to Phoenix with us to be at our home base. I know we're pretty far from Puerto Rico, but welcome.
Yeah, it's a bit of a flight, but worth it.
It's okay. What made you want to take the leap to join IHL?
The reason why I wanted to take the leap to join IHL was just about, faith and trust in Eric Katz. Worked with him for a long time, and I knew whatever he was doing was going to be, something big. It was going to work out well. Eric Katz really cares a lot about his employees, the people he works with, and puts them first in all of his scenarios. He knows that the team does well, the company does well, and I really also just really wanted to be part of growing something from the ground up. I didn't just want another job. I knew that we could make a big impact, with the whole mortgage game and how we're doing things. So I wanted to be part of that movement.
Absolutely. And I know you've seen it from the very beginning. So you've seen the impact we've made in such a short amount of time. But from the early days of IHL, what stood out to you the most?
Yeah, what stood out to me the most was really the energy when I first came in. I flew back from Puerto Rico to come in for a bit, and everyone was really excited to be there. You could tell that we really had this drive to create something new. It was every department working together, and we were all excited to be able to build something that was truly ours versus just working for another company.
Absolutely. What did it feel like to kind of be in that room and be around that energy?
It was similar to back in the day when I started with Eric Katz in 2020, when everyone was just loving life. We showed up, we had a line of supercars parked outside the building. And even though no one had actually received a paycheck at that time, because we had just started, it had the same level of energy where people just were really excited to be showing up to work. And I haven't felt since about 2021 until that time. So it was nice to have that back.
Yeah, like capturing lightning in a bottle, kind of. I love that. For sure. You've seen IHL grow from the ground up. How has that journey shaped you both personally and professionally?
Watching IHL grow from the ground up to where it is today has really shaped me in every way. So professionally, I've gone from, training people, seeing them succeed, to now helping them go into management positions themselves. And managing over 60 people today has pushed me to grow right alongside them, because leadership requires, a lot of dedication and a whole new set of skills to go along with it. And personally, I've learned that the importance of having good people alongside you that you can trust, that help push you to grow yourself, and the importance of having good people around you.
Yeah. Does that make you look forward to your workday, knowing that the people that surround you have your back and vice versa?
Absolutely. I love every person I work with, hand selected them, and I would never work with somebody that I didn't enjoy working with.
Yeah, absolutely. So especially in your early days at IHL, was there ever a moment that you realized this is amazing, this is going to be big, and I want to be all in?
Every job I've ever worked at, I've always gone all in from the very beginning, but I have worked at enough mortgage shops to know that there was something different about here. Just seeing, the phones ringing nonstop and having the best in every department, not just sales, but operations, working side by side with all the energy and positivity that we had, that there was really something special, that we were going to be able to blow this up. Unlimited phone calls with, top tier commission pay. We were going to be able to change the game with that.
Something you can't get anywhere else.
Definitely not.
You're known for being extremely driven and highly motivating. What helps you keep that energy day in and day out?
What keeps me motivated is the competition and the opportunity. So every day is a new chance to beat yesterday, to set a bigger goal, to hit it. And I've always been a crazy hard worker and lead by example, because I know a lot of people count on me. That really drives me. I've never once let any of them down, so I push myself to keep leveling up, not just for me, but for the whole team.
Absolutely. You said you always are at a high level. What does that look for you every day?
My day, from the moment I wake up until I go to bed, is I've been working. It's a lot of dedication, but a lot of reward along with it. I start my day, I naturally wake up about 7:30 in the morning. And from there, I get up, shower, brush my teeth, and I go straight to work. I go straight to my computer. I don't eat anything until dinner. Just lock in, focus, and it's really difficult to pull me away from my computer. I'm just there handling one escalation after another and trying to push everyone's loans through.
Wow.
Usually, Puerto Rico time, that's at least until 8 p.m. is 5 p.m. there, or 5 p.m. here. So I'm working till at least 8 p.m. Often might go eat dinner for a bit, then come back, work a while. Normally we're talking 14, 16-hour days, but a lot of people, like I said, rely on me to help them out. So
Yeah, you sound like a great leader. The work ethic is unmatched. That is admirable. You said you don't eat until dinner?
Yeah, one meal a day for me, dinner. Just I've gotten used to doing that, just kind of energy-wise, that you don't have a sluggish.
Yeah, I get that. And then your work feels more rewarding that way.
Yeah, honestly, you're so busy, you forget to eat anyways. But by the end of the day, I'm pretty hungry.
I don't blame you. I would be too. But you say you do this because you're always helping out your team. You try to be as motivating because you're leading by example. As a leader, what do you hope people on your team take away from you?
So I really hope that my team sees that hard work and belief really do pay off. I want them to understand that really anything is possible. And just over a year ago, I was in their shoes as a loan officer, and that a year from now, they could be in the same position as me. And, maybe some of them will be. I've already seen a lot of them grow and, step up into management positions. And I really want them to just embrace the grind. Someone I've always looked up to is Tom Brady. He wasn't the most talented or the highest of draft picks, but he outworked everybody and became the greatest of all time. That's what I want my team to take away, is if you love the process, put in the work, and every single day, the results will take care of themselves, and they can achieve way more than they ever thought possible.
Absolutely. Hard work beats talent most days.
Yes.
I know you have a lot of close friendships at IHL, one of them being Jordan Brown. You guys have been close for a very long time, as well as you and Katz and your partner, Jess. How has your friendships in the office carried into the culture here?
One of the best feelings in life is to be able to bring up the people alongside you. Jordan Brown has been a childhood friend of mine since middle school, and brought him into mortgages his very first day, and seeing him grow from becoming a great loan officer to a great manager is really one of the most rewarding, feelings that you can possibly have there. And that type of relationship really sets the culture here. I treat my team like family. They've become family. So whether you're a childhood friend of mine or anyone on my team, I care about you the same way. Love to see the growth.
What does it feel like to have those close connections in a workplace? Because I feel like nowadays people just clock in and go home. So what does it feel like to have those friendships here?
It makes working together very nice. We talk to people. I unfortunately don't get a benefit from actually being able to see everyone, but everyone else does. And I know showing up to people you care about every single day makes work go by quicker. Absolutely. But even for me, just hopping on the phone with people, talking to them each day, I do get to spend a lot more time talking to my friends when they work with me than if they don't. It's really fun just to be able to really push each other, celebrate each other, and succeed together.
Absolutely. Both you and Jessica share work and life together at IHL. What has it meant to you to grow alongside her in this business?
Growing with Jessica has really been an incredible experience. I also, just like Jordan, brought her into mortgages in the very beginning, which happened to be right in the beginning of COVID. We worked and lived together for like 5 years, pretty much spent almost no time apart. Definitely an interesting experience there, but it's gone great. She's, surpassed any kind of expectation I could have hoped for her, consistently funding in the top 10 in the company, which, at IHL is, we have very talented loan officers here. So competing year after year in that level, it definitely takes a lot of work and dedication from her. Love to see her win. Relationship-wise, conversations are a lot about mortgages, so different than your standard relationship, but really wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, you guys are like partners in crime, kind of.
For sure, yeah. It's great to be able to grow in both life and business together, and we have gives us a lot in common because of it.
Absolutely. What do you look for in someone before bringing them onto the team?
For me, it's not so much about experience. I'm looking for resilience, determination, hard work. I can teach everything else if I got, people who are resilient and hungry to be here.
Hungry sounds like the key word here.
Yeah.
You're one of the most active people in the IHL on social media. Sometimes Liv and I feel like we have to kind of beat you to the game a little bit in terms of posting.
Yeah.
Do you feel like social media is part of your recruitment process?
I mean, it's been my entire recruitment process for the most part. Without it, I wouldn't have the team I have today. Being able to let people watch the growth and the wins that we have here at IHL makes them feel like they're part of it or they want to be part of it. And, I don't have everybody's phone numbers, right? But I do, have them online. Them seeing, what I post gives them the ability to reach out to me. Honestly, I've only actively recruited about 2 people, and they're both friends. And besides that, everyone's reached out to me in some way. And without my social media posts and people seeing what we're doing here, they wouldn't reach out to me because they wouldn't know how good it's over here. You need to let the world see.
And you're doing a great job at it. I feel like we each have our own way of using socials. We try to show the heart of IHL, and then you just try to show what that work ethic brings them.
Yeah.
It's a perfect combination.
A little bit of everything. Show the parties, show the office, show the new offices as we keep on opening them, but also showing the raw numbers of what the team and the loan officers are doing.
Why do you feel like socials are such a big part of your business, and have they always been a big part?
No, I was a manager a long time ago, but I was given a team, didn't have to build a team. This is my first time building a team from the ground up. And I've always been pretty active on social media, but not in a professional way, just for personal posting. But because of it, I've been friends to a lot of people in social media in the business, and they know who I am. And so we already have those, connections, and now they just get to watch it. And now I have the opportunity for them to come join us and have a team and things like that.
Yeah, the best team, I would say.
Definitely the best team.
Is there a moment that you've captured that feels like it really shows what IHL is?
For me, it's all about the team celebrations, whether it's a work trip or our infamous company parties that everyone loves. That really shows what we're all about, and that goes back to Eric Katz really caring about his employees. Every single one of us would still be at the company, even if we didn't have these awesome work parties and amazing trips and things like that. And every single one of these costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. He does it because he enjoys celebrating with his team, being there. And if you're ever lucky enough to attend one of our parties there, you'll see that he's there celebrating like we're really one big family. And anyone who's ever been to a party here knows that there's no party like a Katz party.
Or a vacation or a trip.
Absolutely.
Vacation,
everything
no
he
trip.
does, it's over the top and amazing, and makes every other party and trip fall short.
Absolutely. Work hard, play hard, though, is kind of the motto here.
Absolutely.
But you have a home in Puerto Rico. I know you love to travel, and somehow you still manage to give everything you have into work. Do you see yourself as someone who's chasing milestones or someone who's always looking for the next adventure?
For me, it's all about chasing milestones. I enjoy the trips I go on, but completely honest, while I'm on those trips, I'm always itching to get back to work. The trips are fun, but the best adventure I've had is building this team and continuing to see it grow. While I enjoy my trips, there's nothing like this.
Yeah, this is the most rewarding part for you.
Absolutely.
I love that. So you've been here since day one, and now you're leading at a high level. When you think of the future of IHL, what excites you the most?
Well, really, it's just that we have barely even scratched the surface. We've laid down the foundation, but what we have in store and what we're able to do over the coming years is just sky's the limit here. We're going to have a ton of growth. We're going to continue expanding at the high rate that we've been, and I just can't wait to see what that looks like.
Same here. If you could picture something in the next 5 years, do you have anything in mind?
For the company, I'm talking 1,000 loan officers, more branches across the country, more people in management, more people in my position running regions, and just becoming a name brand that people actually recognize, and which we're already becoming for the loan officer field, but for the field of borrowers actually recognize our name and things like that.
Yeah, I really hope we'll be a household name one day.
Absolutely.
Who knows, maybe even in less than 5 years.
I think it can happen, yeah.
And for you in the next 5 years?
I just want to keep on growing alongside the company, keep on helping it become better and better and bigger, and whatever that position is, I'll be here for it.
Love to hear that. Just along for the ride.
Absolutely.
If someone is listening and considering joining IHL, but they haven't made the leap yet, what's one thing you would want them to know?
If they're ready to go all in on a company and put in the effort, this is the spot. If you come in here, grind, work hard, it's a life-changing opportunity, guaranteed.
Is there anything you could tell them outside of work ethic that they would need to know? Like, this person is your go-to for this, or this is the culture here.
Like I said, the culture is, absolutely amazing. If you've worked anywhere else, people here are very selective on, having people that are good energy, fun to be around, and good people to work with. So the culture is really what IHL has always been about. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here, Sam. It's been a pleasure to host you.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.